hello guys. Welcome back to another episode of Sigma Footy. Today we're going to talk a lot about EPL games. Um, so first, shout out to all the Arsenal fans outside there. We won 3-1 again. Leicester at
Ah,
King Power
buddy!
Stadium. Looking forward.
Yes!
Leicester no
Nonsense.
power and
What a
King Power.
comeback! What a comeback, man!
The comeback, but defensive blunder that one. Okay, I hope Arteta and his team continue this good form. Okay, but now we're going to talk about the main match. Yeah, this one I already predict last week. I told you guys it's gonna be draw. Gonna
Boring game,
be Bruno gonna be missing. But one thing I think I'm mistaken about is gonna be boring game. Actually, it's not a boring game. It's very the most tense game that I ever watched in this season, 2021. Let's hear from my fellow friend Ivan about the game. What do you think about Ole Gunnar's tactics and about the lineups? So Ivan.
Okay, guys. Actually, like if you see most of our big games this season is always like the similar pattern. I think since we got trashed 6-1 at home by Spurs. All the big games Ole has approached with this very cautious kind of approach in these big games, and these goalless draws is keep happening almost every time against the big games. I think the 6-1, the one goal we scored in the 6-1 defeat is the only goal we scored in the big six against the big six teams this season. So I don't know why Ole is like he's too cautious, too negative. But in terms of the game, I feel yes, like you said, it was very high intensity. Yes, like in social media, everyone is saying it was a very poor game, lack of quality and all these things. But I was engaged for the full 90 minutes watching that game. It was a tight midfield battle. And I feel United, we actually pushed Chelsea and played most of the game in their half. But in the last 15-20 minutes, I think Tuchel had more bravery. He made all three substitutions and all attacking substitutions to go for the win. But Ole, I don't know why he only made one substitution, and that's why the last 15 minutes looked like Chelsea was on top of us. And we had Van der Beek on the bench. We had the young player Diallo on the bench. I don't know why Ole don't want to take this risk and go for the win. Maybe he was just happy with the draw. Yeah, so it was quite disappointing. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you're telling that Arteta is better than Ole lah. At least we got two. That's joking lah. But what you say about the last 15 minutes that Ole made a substitute. You think that it's about Martial substitute? Is it?
Yeah, only one, and it made no difference to the game
actually,
at all.
Martial is substitute with who? James, is it?
Greenwood.
Oh, Greenwood. But
Yeah.
I think Greenwood, exalted Greenwood, is still better than the fresh like Martial. It's a lot more impactful. But what do you think about the lineup? Should they start with the Pogba?
I think we actually missed Pogba actually in this game. Yeah, because if when we play McTominay and Fred together, right? We find it hard to bring to in the transition phase, like just to make one pass from deep and up straight to our front three players making the runs. Fred and McTominay don't have that vision to see that far pass and give that pass early. They are more very cautious. They only play side to side. So maybe we really miss Pogba in this game, I feel. Maybe he could have released some of the runs from James, Greenwood, behind Chelsea's line.
Okay. But we know that Bruno been missing the whole game. But you think if there's a striker there to help Bruno, because Bruno and Rashford, I think the one have a very good link up. You think if a Cavani plays together with Rashford and Bruno, do you think Bruno will have more impact?
Yeah, I think Cavani's injury is the reason why Greenwood played on top and James played on the right. If Cavani was there, I think Cavani would have started definitely 100% because he can link the other players, the wingers, into the game and hold up. He can play the hold up play much better compared to Greenwood. Yeah. So we also miss, I think, like a proper number 9 in Cavani against Chelsea. And yes, Bruno, I think Bruno was the biggest disappointment. Once again, like what you said, missing in a big match. Yeah, he was one of our worst players. He had 3 chances to really put us through on like in a one-on-one chance but he missed all 3 chances. I don't know, maybe it was like a pressure thing or what, I'm not sure. Yeah, Bruno had a poor game. Yeah.
So maybe still not used to big teams lah, big games in EPL. Maybe still half after a few games. I hope Bruno shows another good game in other big six matches. Okay, let's hear from my friend Anana. You predict 2-0 against MU. That's the favorite.
Big score.
So,
Easy win,
so what?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know what to
expected
say.
this
Let's hear
coming.
from
I
Anand.
expected this coming today. Yes. Anything else, Kevin, you want to add? Before I start my points here.
Okay. Come, let's hear it from you.
So, yes, I would agree to Ivan. The game was intense. People might have other opinions, being it boring, but I've seen more boring matches of Chelsea played before this, but this is not one of them, definitely. But I'm disappointed. To be honest, I'm disappointed because I feel as far as Chelsea, right, I think the final third of the field, they didn't manage to convert chances. And apart from all that, right, if you watch the game, it was clearly seen both teams could only take chances of crossplay between sides. And as far as Chelsea and MU, right, MU did that more with players like even Fred was trying to play crossplay, and Lindelof also was giving some crossplay to all the other way to Rashford. But Chelsea, you know, I don't know for what reason they took off Marcos Alonso this match, who can be an advantage in terms of giving crossplay. So without him, there was literally none. And Kante was only placed there to cover Bruno's ass. So I feel that despite we saw Chelsea moving a lot in attack and yes, creating chances, but we didn't have that X factor or didn't have the juice enough to convert those chances. So at the end, it was intense, but at what cost? At the end of the day, you know, we didn't get the 3 points. Okay, we managed 1 point, but we have a big game also next coming up, which is Liverpool. So at least that's my take from the game.
Okay, but it's very good. All the points I think I really like what you tell about the game. But you think that Ziyech should start the game because Ziyech been missing a few games in EPL. Should he start the game? I think this is the most intense game. You think that you like is the lineup?
To be honest, I thought Ziyech starting the game would be a X factor for us, but clearly that was not the case in the game. From this match, at least I myself learned that, you know, Premier League is not a league that you can come, you know, make and show in one day. So that is clearly seen. No matter whether you're Ziyech or anyone else, Hazard or anyone else, you need time to really gauge into the intensity of the play. Ziyech, similarly, how Bruno was covered. Bruno has more experience of games being played. He himself was missing in the game because of Kante, and Ziyech was the same. I feel Shaw was covering his ass so close and not able to move anywhere. But I see why Tuchel want to bring Ziyech in, because with him moving around, right, Hudson-Odoi had some space behind Shaw to exploit it. But sadly, that not bring any you know, conversion of goals as well.
Yeah. You have almost one chance. Giroud almost scored it.
Yeah, I think that's the best. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Raj. That's the best of all the chances that Chelsea had.
Correct. But I think Tuchel make a gamble because MU didn't predict that Ziyech could start.
Yeah.
But Ziyech didn't show his potential in the match. That's what I think Tuchel gambled, and it's turned out bad for Chelsea. But I think Chelsea overall play very well. Bruno missing is actually it's not something it's something special because Messi also been missing with Kante. Bruno is nothing compared to, you know, correct, you understand, right? So Kante is very good in man marking, but I think Kovacic play very well against the game.
Kovacic was amazing.
Super. If Pulisic could play, I thought Pulisic was injured, but Pulisic played the second half. I think Pulisic will start other than Ziyech because Pulisic have been played more EPL games.
Correct.
I think Pulisic will be more impactful. So let's hear from our friend Kevin about the game.
What a game! What a game! Fred missing his curl. Man.
Yeah,
so close.
Yeah, exactly. I think that sets off to Fred lah. Correct. That was.
I got to say, really respect De Gea lah. He made a really deserving save, I would say.
Yeah.
Kan lah.
Which one? Come on, Ziyech
That's
shot,
what-
which one?
Yeah, Ziyech shot.
Ziyech shot.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you don't bother all
yes,
that.
yes,
I
yes.
want, but
So
I know one thing was happening that MU was attacking more, but Chelsea was holding the ball. I don't know what they're doing with the ball. Just one or two times really they are shooting. So it was definitely boring for Chelsea. But from MU point of view, I say yeah, it's a good, not to say best counter attack, but you can see they are always approaching in front, attacking. So yeah, I think like what Ivan said earlier, the manager could just bring in more attacking gameplay in, because you can see that Chelsea has been just holding the ball, so you can put pressure on them and can go for the win if they want. But as usual, typical Manchester United, we don't expect to see that. So Chelsea, okay lah, something different, but I think you're missing Alonso. Why you start Chilwell suddenly out of nowhere?
yeah, that's the same question I was talking as well. I'm not
But
too sure.
but
Not
also
sure what
just
was
put
going
Giroud
on.
in.
I think because Tuchel knew that Dan James gonna start on the right, so
Yeah, he's
maybe
fast, like the speed is different.
yeah, maybe
I would
Alonso will
say.
be too slow against Dan James. Like Chilwell maybe can match him, but remember he also made a late tackle on Dan James and
Yes.
got the yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So like you can see both sides
Yeah.
where they have like a equal game, but yeah, I would say MU had more chances. They could just finish it up. But hopefully, let's see. So anyhow,
Correct.
MU still have the unbeaten streak there. Fooey.
That's the only positive we can take from it.
Okay lah. So anyhow, Raj gave the right prediction. 0-0.
Okay, let's hear from Ivan lah. Ivan, who think who impressed you most in Chelsea?
For this game, it has to be Kovacic. I think this game was mostly played in the midfield, and Kovacic showed his best attribute lah, which is very good in the press. He's like a press resistance midfielder. Yeah, with all the press, Fred, McTominay on him, he still can keep the ball and just shift it around and keep possession for Chelsea. Yeah. I think Kovacic was Chelsea's best player today.
Yeah, true. Anand, for you, best player in MU
For me,
for the match?
I feel Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw managed to really cover. His work rate was high, and despite Hudson-Odoi taking chances, he at least cover the area of the position so well that gave time to Maguire and Lindelof to position themselves at the center, and Giroud didn't get to do anything with the crosses as well. So I'll definitely go for Luke Shaw, seeing how he was really irritating for me to watch.
Yeah.
To be honest, he was top. I think the only X factor we had was Hudson-Odoi, and he going off after the first half. Yeah. There's nothing else to do.
Was he injured or was it a tactical sub?
No, it was injured. As far as what I can see in the screen, he had a big bandage on his knee, but not too sure on the news. Yeah.
Okay, guys, but so Anand, so you should fight for Kovacic. What you fight for Kovacic in midfield for the first right now 11 first team should be correct lah. Actually, it should be start Kovacic.
So you're hunting me with the ideas now, is it? Good one.
Kovacic is one of the best players. So okay, you think you could beat Liverpool in Anfield next game? So what do you think that Tuchel must do some changes for the game?
Definitely, I would say with Liverpool, go again with this X factor like Ziyech and Pulisic instead of the regular players that he used to do, because I feel MU had better pace in defense and also better structure in defense, which Liverpool lacks of at the moment of time, which can be exploited. So instead of going back to where he was before this game with Chelsea versus MU, it was totally different. So I can say rather than change, retain this and then go. Probably we can see something different with Liverpool.
Okay, all right. So good. So I think we wrap up for the MU versus Chelsea. So the one of the best game thing I watched. So for both team, I think we did. Why? I think it was a very good game,
best
man.
game.
So for us, like
Please don't
this,
disappoint us, lah.
for Arsenal fans, I think this is a very good game. You can learn something from them. Okay, I think did a favor for Chelsea actually beat Leicester. I think that's all we could do. Okay, that's all from us. Okay, guys. Thank you.